How's it going, guys? I'm excited for the second week of the Startup Tribe's mentorship program, Batch 1, with Angel. Today we're going to be talking about branding for her business, and this whole week we're going to spend time looking at her logo, looking at her materials, and working through the types of things that we want people to think and feel when they think of her business. Oh man, gosh. But I almost forgot. We have our new Startup Tribe Business System Launchpad book. It's going to be for Angel for her class homework, so I'm excited we put this together as well. We're going to present a new one of these to her just a little bit later. So this week we have a new workbook for you. So this is the Startup Tribe Business System Launchpad.
Okay, thank you
And
for this.
you're so welcome. So this is not an exhaustive manual for business, but what this is everything that I believe are really the essentials that you'll need to build a foundation for your business starting off at this stage. So there's a definition here that branding is the art and science of invoking the thoughts and emotions you want your target audience to have when they consider your brand. Now, there's a lot of definitions for branding. This is one that I use because for me, there's really two things that I think are very important when it comes to branding. So here we are again. We saw a new type of fruit place that has only been open here for about a month. Japanese inspired. But from what I understand, it's a Philippines-based company, which I love to hear. So we have Marco, our head barista at Delish Deli, gonna try out a drink, and we're gonna have Angel try out another drink as well to see what we can learn from the competition. So Angel was just saying that she loves their tissue at this place. Everything's branded, which is really important to what we were talking about earlier, whether it's their outfits that they're wearing, their hats, the look of the food stand they have here, even down to their tissue. Everything's branded, super cute, super consistent, and they're definitely doing a great job as a company of having excellent branding. So I just asked the guys, we're trying out their different food, what they thought on a scale of 1 to 5, and I don't know, I think we averaged around 3. And this is the thing with branding. These guys did an amazing job with the food, but that only gets you there the first time, right?
Yes.
Unless the food really stands out from the competition, you might not get a customer the second time, and they're definitely not gonna talk to others about you. So branding is really important to getting people there, but it only gets you kind of halfway there. You really gotta follow through with the excellent product or service to keep people coming back. I want to show you a couple of other companies and what they've done with branding to try to get you a feel for what this looks like with other people. So the first one doesn't have a whole lot to do with food, but I think they're a great example of a company that had been around for a very long time.
Long-term company.
Yes. So their name is Old Spice. Are you familiar with them?
Not so.
Not so much. So with Old Spice, here you could see some examples of their logos. You know, this one over here is, you know, a long time ago. Some of these, you know, other ones you could see they have a really, you know, kind of a old school feel to them, right?
Yes.
So let me give you an example of one of their ads that really worked well for them during this time.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
So what about when you watched that ad, what are some emotions that you feel? Did you find it funny or?
It's like more entertaining, like that.
Entertaining? Okay. Did you have thoughts or emotions that would make you think, maybe this is a good company?
Yes.
Okay.
I also think that way.
So that's what branding does. It's something that really attracts people to the brand. So I want to have a look at another company, Coca-Cola.
That's
So when you look at what they've done with their branding, again, Coca-Cola is a really old company.
Yes.
What worked when they were brand new isn't what works today in 2021, right?
Yes.
But when you look at a lot of Coca-Cola branding for a long time, it's really about making people happy.
Yes.
So I don't know if you've ever gone to a movie, even in the Philippines, I see their ads aren't really about the drink as much as they are about kind of showing how people feel when they're drinking Coke.
When they're drinking their
Yes. So branding is something that they're really trying to engage inside of people in a way that's going to make them associate those thoughts or those feelings with their brand. So let's have a look at an example of a Coca-Cola commercial as well. So it's starting off very negative, right?
Yeah, it's negative and it's like
But then someone drinks Coke, and then what's gonna happen? The world goes from black and white, all of a sudden now it's in color. Right? See, the world is becoming less violent. People arguing are now happy. That cute kid, right? You've probably seen him in memes
it's
before.
like-
See?
it's
Makes you smile, right? And then their hashtag make it happy.
Yes.
Yeah, so how did you feel when you watched this commercial?
It feels like negative thoughts from other people. Like this brand make it do it like in a positive way.
So they're really engaging with people's thoughts and emotions, right? If anybody has ever experienced feeling bad and feeling like the world is dark, or if they've gone through a depression or struggled with things in life, people could really relate to that.
Yes.
But then if anybody's ever had an amazing moment where the world has just stopped and they feel like they're suspended in midair with these positive, happy feelings, they feel like nothing could stop them, they're gonna be very positive, very happy, people could relate to those moments too and really want that. And so what Coke is trying to do is to really tap into those thoughts and emotions within people, and then when they think of Coke, they think of those type of things. Yeah. At the end of the day, Coke is really a sugary drink that is not very good for you, but that I think people have drank for so long. And why is Coke so popular? Yes. Think about brands that you love or that you hate and everything in between. Why is that? Often it comes down to the types of things that you think about them as a company. So if you look at a company that you really love, that you really enjoy, what's going on in your mind? So let us know in the comments below, are there brands that you really love? Let us know why that is. It'd be really helpful for Angel to see some of your thoughts and what helps you connect with other businesses as well. As always, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch, and take care. This week in Cebu City, where I live, things have been a bit of a challenge after about a year of things being pretty open under a classification they call GCQ. They've now gone backwards to something called MECQ. It just means that it's a little bit harder for us to get out and about, connecting with other people, having them try out Angel's drinks like I wanted them to do, and different things like that. With Delish Deli, my business here, we're not able to have people sitting in restaurants anymore. So of course it makes business a bit more challenging as well. But we're gonna try to figure it all out together, and come along with us.